Oh, howdy all, grab yourselves a beer, it is time for some Path of Exile discussion. Today I wanted to update you on a little bit of a teaser that came out about the 3.13 content. So 3.13 is going to be in some ways a parallel to 3.9. 3.9 was both the Metamorph League and the Conquerors of the Atlas content. And so it's going to create a major shake-up of the core foundations of the endgame, alongside a league that's a smaller amount of content than a typical league. And we had the very first official teaser come out today, which was this message that you see here. It's not explained in any detail, but there's a couple of little hidden things. Firstly, this quote is apparently created in Photoshop, and as a result of being created in Photoshop, there's a couple of little things that can be pulled out of its metadata. Apparently it was modified just recently, having been first written back in November. That sort of makes sense when you think that in November they decided to delay the launch of 3.13. They decided to instead run the Endless Delve event, the Mayhem event, and the upcoming Flashback event. And that was because they were concerned about Cyberpunk 2077 releasing. And as a result, they've made a little bit of a tweak afterwards. So, the original thing was designed, and then there was a single sentence that was hidden from it. And that is that after the word distance, it used to say, in a form most pleasing to those that must listen. Anyway, there's a couple of theories about what this quotation might mean. What this little image here, this good tidings nomad message actually means. Now, I'll firstly say the one that I don't believe is correct, but it is something that a lot of people are discussing on the Path of Exile subreddit, and that is people thinking that this refers to Calandra. So Calandra, of course, is the mirror of Calandra, is the actual sort of icon, the fundamental icon of Path of Exile. It's the logo of the game, is the mirror. So Calandra has been a figure of mystery in the lore for a long time. And someone that could always come up at some point in the game. In-game in the lore, all of the unique items that your character finds were actually produced by Calandra Mirror using her actual original mirror, so not a currency item that can drop in-game, the ultra rare, ultra valuable consumable, but using the original unique mirror of Calandra. She has created these replicas of the unique items. So when you find Chevron's wrappings in a map, it's not that you have found the original, the only Chevron's wrappings. It's that you found a Calandra produced copy of the original Chevron's wrappings. So that's the lore behind Calandra. Not much more than that really is known. However, what I believe this references is the Harbinger god. And the reason I think this is mostly down to some incredible sleuthing into the symbols that appear on the various Harbinger items and the various Harbinger-related divination cards. This was done by YouTuber Kitten Cat Noodle, and I will put a link to her video in the description below. It's really worth watching, especially if you've got any interest in Path of Exile's lore. But to just summarize an extensive video into a very short summary, what Kitten Cat Noodle hypothesized is that the story that is told on the 6 upgraded versions of the Harbinger uniques. So when I'm talking about the upgraded versions, you assemble 3 pieces into something like the Tempest Binding, and then or the Flow Untethered, I think, and then you apply one of the scrolls that was added to the game in the Harbinger League, the scrolls that drop in the Infused Beachhead, and it turns it into a new version of the item. And those have different flavor texts, which are also written in the mysterious Harbinger language. And Kitten Cat Noodle's summary from what she had thought from putting together all the pieces was that the storyline that these tell is that the Harbingers used to worship the Elder. Then the Elder sort of invaded the Atlas. The Harbingers followed with the invasion of the Atlas. Then the Elder was defeated. The Elder was their god. Then the Elder was defeated, and then there was a new god. Now, Kitten Cat Noodle thought that new god was Cirrus. I'm not actually sure that that's correct. I think that it may be a completely new monster that we're going to fight as the primary antagonist of the 3.13 endgame. Anyway, this is speculation that's based on only a few pieces of information. So just going through why I think this is the case though. Good tidings, Nomad. I am a simple messenger from a place of great darkness and great distance. So, great darkness is hard to really describe what that means there. But great distance, the Harbingers are described as being otherworldly and in some way invaders, hence the beachhead. And as a result, it makes sense that they have come from far away. Those great and unreachable have heard the silence echoing from that which once hunted here. So that which once hunted here, and which has become silent, is almost certainly a reference to the Elder. And I will add that the word silence is actually capitalized in the Photoshop version of this. So even though you can see that this is in all caps with a drop cap at the start of each of the lines, this S is actually capitalized, so it's a capital S silence. It doesn't look like it, that doesn't come through, but if you go into the actual Photoshop metadata, it is clear that that is a capital S. So the silence echoing from that which once hunted here implies very much to me that this is a reference to the Elder and then the Elder being defeated. Now, in the original storyline of the game, the players, with the help of the Shaper and at the cost of the Shaper's life, defeated the Elder. But then with the Conquerors of the Atlas storyline, that's no longer your characters, that's the Elder Slayers. That's Cirrus, that's Veritania, Drox, Alhesman, and Baran. They were the ones that defeated the Elder in conjunction with the Shaper. And so as a result, the silence, the thing that is now silenced, is the Elder. And so those great and unreachable have now turned their gaze to this place. So this explains the concept of why why there is a beachhead, why there is a landing point. And then it finishes with, "Rejoice, Nomad, for she approaches, and she seeks to witness your struggle." Now, this could be anything. Obviously, she is bolded here. This is clearly, italicized and bolded. This is clearly intended to be an impactful word that whoever is delivering this message is taking very seriously. The reference to you as a nomad is interesting as well. As a nomad, I expect that this means that we are talking about, that this is a reference to our characters hopping between worlds in the Atlas of Worlds. As a result, my speculation is that someone has replaced the Elder as the Harbinger God, and that this is going to be a continuation. This 3.13 endgame is going to be a continuation of the Harbinger storyline, and is going to interact with it in that way. Now, we're going to have a quick look at a tweet that was put out. Fair warning, there's going to be a little bit of a flashbang here because I'm using Reddit on light mode. Now, the endgame content in 3.13 is in parallel and additional to the existing storyline. So what this means is that we're not seeing an end to the Cirrus, Cirrus and the Watchstones and the Atlas and the like. They'll still be in the game, but this will be a new way to progress your character, a new way to progress the storyline. In that way, I'm thinking of it more as a second coming of Delve. At least that's in my speculation. We'll have to find out what exactly is coming. Anyways, that's all we can tell for the moment. And just a few thoughts on the information that's been revealed so far. I do expect that we will get quite a bit more information with the new core supporter packs. So you'll notice that the core supporter packs, that's the Orion, the Justicator and the like, the ones that are themed around the Conquerors of the Atlas, these are ending soon, and they're going to be replaced by new core supporter packs. And I'm expecting that the new ones will be very much themed around the 3.13 endgame. Additionally, it's looking like these are going to be coming out before Christmas. Surprise, surprise, surprise. And as a result, this will be the point at which we get the first really meaty information as to what's coming next. So there'll be a lot more to say when we see the new core supporter packs. But until then, speculate away. If you've got any thoughts, if you think that my speculation about Harbingers is mad, if you think it is indeed Calandra, then definitely say so below. Otherwise, I'm going to leave it there, and I hope you have a good one.